Welcome to Book in Minutes. Today, we are exploring a powerful and eye-opening book, Understanding Psychological Disorders Logically. This book is not about complicated theories. It is about understanding your mind in a simple and practical way. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt anxious without a clear reason? Have you ever overthought something again and again until it made you feel worse? If yes, you are not alone. Most people believe that psychological problems come from outside circumstances, but this book explains something different. The real problem often starts inside your mind. Your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings influence your actions. So if your thoughts are negative, your emotions will follow, and your life will reflect that. This is where everything begins. The book explains that many psychological struggles, like anxiety, stress, and overthinking, are not random. They are patterns. Patterns that your brain repeats automatically. And the more you repeat them, the stronger they become. For example, if you constantly think, "I am not good enough," your brain will start believing it. And once your brain believes it, your behavior changes. You become less confident. You avoid challenges. You start doubting every decision. And slowly, this becomes your reality. But here is the powerful truth. These patterns can be changed. Your brain is not fixed. It is flexible. This is called neuroplasticity. It means your brain can rewire itself based on your thoughts and habits. So, if you can create negative patterns, you can also create positive ones. Now think about this. What if your anxiety is not because life is hard, but because your thinking is trained to focus on fear? What if your stress is not because of your situation, but because of how you interpret it? This changes everything, because it means you are not a victim of your mind. You are the one shaping it. Now, let's go deeper. One of the most important ideas in this book is the concept of interpretation. Events in your life are neutral. They are neither good nor bad. What gives them meaning is how you interpret them. For example, two people can go through the same situation. One sees it as a failure. The other sees it as a lesson. The situation is the same, but the result is completely different. This is because their thinking is different. Your mind is like a filter. It filters everything you experience. If your filter is negative, you will see problems everywhere. If your filter is positive, you will see opportunities. So, the key is not to change your life first, but to change how you see it. Another powerful idea is overthinking. Overthinking is one of the biggest causes of psychological stress. When you think too much, you create problems that don't exist. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You repeat the same thoughts again and again, and this drains your energy. The book explains that overthinking is not intelligence. It is a lack of control. Your mind keeps running because you never trained it to stop. So what is the solution? You must learn to observe your thoughts without reacting to them. Not every thought deserves your attention. Some thoughts are just noise. The moment you stop feeding them, they lose their power. Let's talk about fear. Fear is natural, but most fears are not real. They are created by your mind. Your brain tries to protect you, but sometimes it exaggerates danger. It tells you, what if you fail? What if people judge you? What if things go wrong? And because you believe these thoughts, you stop taking action. But here is the truth. Fear grows when you avoid it, and it disappears when you face it. Every time you confront your fear, your brain learns that it is not dangerous, and slowly, your confidence increases. Now, let's talk about self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you think. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do this," I am not good enough. Your brain will accept it as truth, and your behavior will follow. But if you change your self-talk, you change your identity. Start telling yourself, I am learning. I am improving. I can handle this. At first, it may feel strange, but with repetition, it becomes real. Your mind believes what you repeat. Another key idea is emotional control. You cannot always control what happens, but you can control how you react. Most people react automatically. They get angry quickly. They feel stressed easily because they never trained their emotions. But emotional control is a skill. It can be developed. The book suggests something simple. Pause before reacting. Take a breath. Give yourself a moment. This small pause can change everything because it gives you control. Let's talk about habits. Your life is not defined by big decisions. It is defined by small habits, repeated daily. If you think negatively every day, you build a negative mind. If you think positively every day, you build a strong mind. Habits shape your brain, and your brain shapes your life. So instead of trying to change everything at once, focus on small changes, one thought at a time, one action at a time. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Now, awareness. Awareness is the first step to change. You cannot fix what you don't understand. Most people live on autopilot. They don't question their thoughts. They don't analyze their behavior. But once you become aware, everything changes. You start noticing your patterns. You catch negative thoughts early. You stop reacting blindly. Awareness gives you power because it puts you back in control. Let's talk about responsibility. This is one of the hardest truths. You are responsible for your mind, not your past, not other people, not your circumstances, you. This does not mean life is always fair, but it means you have the power to respond. When you take responsibility, you stop blaming. And when you stop blaming, you start growing. This is where real change begins. In the end, the message of this book is simple, but powerful. Your mind is not your enemy. It is your tool. But like any tool, you must learn how to use it. Your thoughts create your reality. Your habits shape your future. And your awareness is the key to change. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Start observing your thoughts. Start changing your patterns. And slowly, your life will begin to change. Remember, you are not broken. You are just untrained. Train your mind, and everything else will follow.